Hello, my name is Ruby. I am a professional psychic, tarot reader, archetypal astrologer, sound healer, and today on the channel we are doing something new. I will be doing a collective reading and channeling for the entire month of August. I have the transits here pulled up for the month of August. So I'm going to start looking at the astrology, and then we're going to do some card work and some psychic channeling. So if you are interested in this type of video, I know this is a new thing for my channel, please give me a comment, let me know how you tuned in and resonated to this. And as always, I just have to say it, if you are a soul doing your evolutionary work this lifetime, subscribe to the channel. We are creating a beautiful community of souls who are doing their evolutionary soul work, who are tapped into their guidance. And it is really exciting for me to have you here watching and taking part in this channel. So before I begin, we're going to do an invocation. This is something I do before all of my readings. And what this does is this protects the reading space, and this tunes us into our own inner guidance. So you are welcome to join me, to close your eyes, to take a few deep breaths as I do our invocation. So I am calling on the guides, the higher selves, the angels, the healed and whole ancestors of all of the beings that are meant to take part in this channel transmission today. And I'm asking that this reading be for the highest good of all and bring harm to none. I surround this reading space in protective golden light. I'm calling in any other beings of the highest light, truth, and compassion that wish to come in and assist in this reading if it is appropriate. And I am asking for an energy read for the month of August. So let's begin. Let's look at the astrology. So first of all month long, we have Venus in retrograde in Leo. Saturn's still going to be in retrograde in Pisces. Pluto is still going to be in retrograde in Capricorn. Neptune is still going to be in retrograde for the entire month. So we are still dealing with these themes of retrograde. Retrograde season is all about reflecting, going back in time to tie up loose ends. It's all about going internal to do the inner work. And with Venus in retrograde in Leo, it's really about doing the work to transform our relationship, to transform our relationship with others, with our own inner child. And Pluto is not only retrograde, but it's square the nodes. And we just had the nodes of the moon going into Libra and Aries. So there's a lot that's going to come up with relationships, a lot that's still going to come up with relationships where we are being asked to look at our triggers, to look at the older ways of relating that no longer resonate for us. I have a couple other videos on my YouTube and my Instagram where I talk about this. I'm not going to talk about this too much in depth today because I feel I've already spent time on it. So look up my video on karmic relationships if you feel like this is something that's really resonant and beautiful for you. We are starting the month with Mars in Virgo. It's going to move into Libra. So as we begin the month, I really feel the invitation is what are we setting our intentions for the rest of the year around? Tomorrow, August 1st, right at the beginning of the month, we have a full supermoon. This is also a very powerful month because we have two full moons and they're both going to be super moons. So this is a catalyst month. When it comes to soul work and spiritual work, this is a big one for us. And we are really being asked to let go of any ways that we relate that are not in line with our soul purpose, that are not authentic to our truth. And this month is going to require courage for those of us that are on our journeys of doing our spiritual evolutionary work. Because there are patterns that we are holding on to around how we relate to others that we will have to shed. And it's going to require us to have courage because we are going to have to step away from the status quo and to be more authentic and aligned with our inner being. So I do feel that there's a greater connection to angelic guidance than we've ever had. I'm really feeling the angels coming in strongly. So I work with deity, I work with other people's guides and higher selves when I'm doing readings. But lately, a lot of angelic energy has been coming in. And I feel the angels are coming in to help us with this energetic shift. So let's just start looking at the beginning of the month. Astrologically, we have this full moon on August 1st that's really catalyzing this work. It's the catalyst for this work. And then on 8/8, we move into the Lionsgate portal. And as we move into the Lionsgate portal, I feel that's when our connection to our guides and this angelic realm and our connection to interdimensional beings, that's when that really opens up and gets really alive for us. So between now and August 8th, and then a few days after, we have like a telephone line to source. So it would be a good time to book a reading. It would be a good time to give yourself readings. It'd be a good time to do devotional work. It would be a good time to do ritual work, particularly around any of these themes that I have discussed. I'm not going to go too deeply into the astrology for the entire month. I'll continue to talk about it as the month progresses, just because I want to make sure that we have some time to really dive into card work and we have time to really do some channeling. But I'm just going to take a minute to look and see if there's anything else that wants to be expressed. You know, as the sun moves into conjunction with Venus in retrograde in the middle of the month, so this is going to be direct on August 13th, so mid-month. Some of these issues that we've been talking about might be fully illuminated. So during the full moon, we might feel a little burst of them being activated. And then on August 13th, when we have this conjunction, we have this cazimi between Venus retrograde and the sun, there might be another little pop of these lessons coming out. And so just whenever you're feeling this stuff start to really rumble in your life, just take a minute to look at the astrology. You might feel validated. This isn't so personal. And I really feel like the message from Spirit is we don't need to take these lessons so personally. That they're lessons, that they're coming into our life as teachers. So if we can see the difficult stuff that arises as teachers, we're going to move through this with so much more trust and grace and flow. It's not going to be as crunchy and sticky for us, even though crunchy and sticky stuff will probably come up. All right. I want to transition into the card work. Asking Spirit for themes around the month of August. I'm reading from the Ritual Tarot by Tira May. All right. I have the 10 of Wands to the Knight of Swords to the Ace of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. There's going to be endings. And there's going to be confrontations. And there's going to be an invitation to leap forward into the new. New beginnings in the material realm and new beginnings in your own spiritual world. And the point of this is so that you are more independent, more empowered. We are leaving cycles of victimization. We are leaving cycles of disempowerment. We are leaving cycles of codependency. We are leaving cycles of I'm not the boss in my own life. I'm not the leader in my own life. I'm not the sovereign authority in my own life, okay? We're leaving all of those behind. And we're watching the ways in which we sabotage ourselves out of power. And we sabotage ourselves out of our own authority. And we are coming into this invitation from the universe. And the invitation is to be sovereign, to be in your own authority, to go for what you want, to not accept treatment you don't deserve. Okay? What energies are supporting us through this process? This is the Sacred Mothers and Goddesses deck. What energies are supporting us through this process? I have Mama Kocha, Deep Dive Shadow Work. And I have Vesna, Awakening and Victory. I have Una, Creative Solutions. This feels really resonant with what's coming through, okay? We're really being invited to dive into the shadow material and to really explore how we are contributing to our own suffering. Ooh, that's tough. We are being invited to explore what does exist in that subtle realm, in that subconscious realm that's holding us back. And the purpose of this is not to punish us. It's to empower us to be successful, to be victorious in our life. And as we do this work, we are literally awakening to a new level of connection and a new level of consciousness and a new level of connection to source. We're also being invited to trust source when it looks like there's no way out. So you might feel like, okay, I'm stuck in a social situation that really sucks. Or I'm stuck in a work situation or a relationship situation that really sucks, but I can't get out. There's no way out. You know, I watch people victimize themselves this way all the time. As a reader, I have watched myself victimize myself this way throughout my life. So I say this with no judgment. And I'm awakening to new ways in which I do this all the time in my life. But instead of being like, oh, it has to be this way, the invitation is to say, this way isn't working. I don't know what the solution is, but I trust the solution is coming. So let's say we're feeling really disempowered at work, but we feel like the job market is terrible right now and there's no openings in our field. Instead of saying, I'm victimized, I'm stuck in this job, there's no way out, we can frame it as this job situation is no longer working. It is no longer aligned with my frequency. And I'm not sure what the solution is going to be. It's not easy or readily apparent to me, but I trust that a creative solution is coming. And I'm going to do my inner work, and I'm going to raise my frequency, and I'm going to align with source, and I'm going to do everything that's in my power to do. So I'm going to do devotional work to deity. And I'm going to do my shadow work, and I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. every morning, and I'm going to consult my cards, and I'm going to do yoga, and I'm going to meditate, and I'm going to get my mind right, and I'm going to get my frequency high. Everything that I control, I'm going to elevate, and I'm going to show up for. So I'm going to do my part, so then source can come in and offer me that creative solution. Most of the time when we're stuck in victim mentality, we're victimized, we're actually not showing up in our own lives in the way we can show up. And I have found that when I make sacrifices in my life and I wake up early and I do my journaling and I do my card work and I meditate and I anchor in my connection with source and I try to show up authentically in my life as best as I can. None of us are perfect. Perfection is never expected from us, from source. Never, never, never. But if I show up doing my work, things just align. And when I feel really stuck and nothing's aligning, I'm like not doing my work. And it's interesting to me how easy it is for me to fall out of my own work when I'm in it, like everything's flowing and everything's aligning. So this month I'm doing a 40-day devotional practice to Kali, and this is the way that I'm grounding into my own work. And so you don't have to do that practice if that isn't aligned for you. I'm posting a video about it on my channel today that you can watch. But I encourage you to do your work and to show up in your life in the ways that you can control and to keep your frequency high and to anchor into your connection with source. And if you do those things, the creative solutions in your life for the problems that you have are gonna be, they're gonna come to you. Like, there's going to be resolution in your life towards the end of the month. There's going to be victory in your life. There's going to be success in your life if you show up and you do this work and you dive deep and you look at the things that you maybe don't want to look at. Ooh. All right. I'm going to drop in and see if anything else that wants to come through. Archangels Azrael, Archangels Haniel, Ariel, Raphael, and Michael. They're all coming in now. Azrael, Haniel, Ariel, Raphael, and Michael. You can call on all of these energies to support you. You can call on Archangel Azrael for work with grief and endings and new beginnings. You can work with Archangel Haniel when it comes to heart healing, moving through this Venus retrograde energy. You can call on her to help with your inner child. Archangel Ariel, how would you like to show up? Archangel Ariel is saying that she would like to show up to teach us compassion and discernment. Self-compassion, compassion for others, while also holding discernment. So sometimes we let negative energy into our life, or lower frequency energy into our life, because we think it's compassionate to do so. And Archangel Ariel is showing up, and she is saying that she's going to teach us when to hold a boundary and when to show up with compassion. And sometimes boundaries are the highest form of compassion for self and other. That not engaging in someone's distortion, that not engaging in someone's negativity, that not engaging in someone's unhelpful narrative is actually compassionate for them too. So that's what Archangel Ariel is here to show us and teach us. And Archangel Raphael is showing up, offering healing balm, particularly in the physical realm, but healing from physical ailments that started on a spiritual and emotional level. So any nervous system conditions, any chronic illness conditions, we can call on Archangel Raphael to help with the deeper root, the deeper spiritual and emotional root of these physical ailments. And Archangel Michael is showing up to offer us sacred protection. Because there are lower level energies that are running rampant right now in the collective. People are really showing up with their shadow material. And there's a lot of negativity and distortion right now in the collective from individuals that are unhealed. And Archangel Michael is coming in to offer us protection from any distortion or negative energy that is being thrown our way by those that are in their unhealed shadow, that are not doing their own work for whatever reason. We don't need to judge them. We're just going to focus on our own work and our own healing. But while we're focusing on our own work and our own healing, it's appropriate for us to protect ourselves spiritually and energetically from lower level vibrations and distortions that do not serve us. So you can call on Archangel Michael to protect you. And Archangel Michael is saying that we can light a candle at our altar to ground in this protection in our life. So you can get Archangel Michael 70 candles at Botanica's. I get mine at Walgreens, honestly. Or you can make your own candle and carve in his name. You can use the mantra Mi Ke La Nu to call in Archangel Michael. And he's saying to call it around your vehicles too. So some of you, either the negative distortions your way, like you feel them in your car, or they manifest as car trouble. So Archangel Michael is saying to call protection around your vehicle using his name, using that mantra. So I'm just going to tap in for a minute and see if there's anything else that wants to come through. The energies of Durga and Kali are coming in to offer their protection and support. Raven medicine is coming in. Deer medicine is coming in. Crystals coming in to work with this month. Fluorite, rose quartz, amethyst. Ooh, we got some pretty common ones. You probably already have those ones at home. Bloodstone, moonstone, red jasper, red tiger's eye. They're saying to call on the power of the sun and golden energy. So when you're doing your meditation, you can just visualize the sun above your head if you meditate. And I do encourage you to meditate, even if it's for 5 minutes a day. I'm working on it too. I struggle with daily meditation, believe it or not. I'm working on it too. But you can imagine a big giant golden sun above your head. And as you meditate, you can just imagine the energy and the rays of that sun coming down the central channel of your body. And that will bring in some of those golden rays, that golden energy. I also want you to do something else when you meditate. When you meditate, I also want you to imagine a grounding cord going down from your Muladhara chakra, your root chakra, down, 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 down into the earth. And I like to imagine this cord is red. And this is a rooting and a grounding cord. Because, we have Pluto square the nodes, we're in retrograde season. There's a lot of chaotic, frenzied energy, especially as we move into the beginning of this month. That's what I'm currently feeling. Things may shift as we move through. But as we go into this month, it's important that we stay grounded and rooted in our center. So when you visualize that grounded, rooted red cord from the Muladhara, when you visualize your sun and you visualize that golden energy coming down, that golden energy can actually go down from your Muladhara into the root. So not only are you doing this work for yourself, but you're offering healing down into the roots and the cores of the earth. Whenever you're feeling too activated, whenever you're feeling like you have taken on somebody else's energy, I want you to rub your hands together, and then I want you to put your hands on the ground. If you can do this outside, even better. And I want you to give that energy to the earth. The earth is saying she will take all of that energy that no longer serves us. And then we offer gratitude and thanks to the earth for taking that for us. So I hope that was helpful. I feel that is a lot that I just gave you. So I'm going to stop there. But I am more than happy to do more of these type channeled collective messages using astrology and the cards and just letting what wants to come through the channel come through. If that is something that you are interested in, one more thing, I have Krishna and Christ coming in. So if you work with Krishna consciousness or Christ consciousness or something lit up in your soul, when I said that, those energies are coming in as well. Krishna wants to come in to offer play and love and joy. So Krishna mantras would be something that I would work with at this time if that feels resonant or calls to you. All right, anything else? I feel like that's complete. All right, so leave a comment if you have anything to say, if any of this resonated with you. I'm always here for you. You can send me an email at rubywolfstar@gmail.com. You can book a reading with me. You can DM me rubywolfstar on Instagram. And I am sending you so much love, and I'm wishing you well. Have a blessed day.